Hey everyone, so today we're going to be talking about a new masterpiece figure. This is Masterpiece Autobot Skyfire. I was going to do a video about this a few days ago, but the pictures weren't very good, and I was thinking that they would post better pictures soon, and sure enough, they actually did. I'm surprised this was actually posted today. I was assuming this would be revealed or released on this upcoming Tuesday, but it was revealed just now, so let's talk about it. This is actually one Masterpiece figure I might actually buy because it looks really, really cool. I have no Masterpiece figures so far, and I've always been kind of off and on about them. Like, yeah, I might buy it, might not, because of course they're typically a lot of money. So I want to make sure I really, really want it. Um, so let's get right into it. The release date is May 25th, 2023. So pretty far away. Price is $274. That's a lot of money. But I think this figure is going to be like pretty big. I think I've heard it's the tallest and biggest masterpiece figure of all of them, which is pretty big. Heard it's about like 18 inches tall, maybe 19 inches tall, but that could be wrong. I don't know. So yeah, pictures wise, he looks really, really cool. Very G1, looks really, really nice. Um, he, of course, does come with his typical double-barreled rifle. It does look a little small for him. I don't know if that's just me. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. The gun just looks a little too small for him. Maybe I'm just used to the Siege one because the Siege one he has a giant, huge rifle. But who knows? And then, of course, here he is in his jet mode, which looks really, really cool. Very, very G1, and what I really do like is it just surprises me how clean and smooth it is because I'm used to the Siege one that has a lot of pegs and little plastic ports and areas all over there. But looks really smooth and clean, and it looks like you can plug the gun on the side of the jet, which is pretty cool. And you can do this. I'm not really sure what reference this is to. Him being partially transformed. I don't really get that very much, but I haven't watched the old G1 show in a while, so that's probably why. But it looks pretty cool. It does include three little minifigures, not like the ones that came in the Galvatron pack. They're bigger than that. They're just like little action figures that you can pose around with Jetfire. Because if you watch the G1 show, they could, in the G1 show, they actually could fit inside Jetfire. Of course, that was just a cartoon with the actual toy. That would never work. But I think with these little tiny little figures, you might be able to fit it in the cockpit. I'm not too sure, but it comes with Jazz, Optimus, and Wheeljack, which is pretty cool. I wouldn't have mind if it maybe came with a human, but I don't think it does. Moving on to another picture, it does come with an Autobot and Decepticon symbol because if you watch the G1 show, when he was taken out of the ice, the Decepticons found him first. They're like, okay, you're a Decepticon now. But of course, at the end of the episode, he changes his mind and becomes an Autobot. So that's kind of cool for that sort of option. It's a little bit different from the Siege one. The Siege one is just one symbol that flips around to become an Autobot or a Decepticon. And here's another picture of his jet mode, which looks pretty cool in my opinion. There is unfortunately a little bit of a gap there between the big top section and the nose cone section. There's a little bit of a kibble gap there, but it doesn't look too bad. And of course, it does come with a stand, which is pretty nice. If I bought this, that'd be pretty cool to finally have a stand that quality. And another action pose, and it does look like he has fully articulated fingers, which is pretty nice. I think that's a big given for Masterpiece, which is pretty cool. And moving on to all the accessories, so as I said before, three little minifigures. Looks like two blaster pieces that are the exact same. Of course, his blaster, and there's these little panels here, and of course, all that's part of the stand. And there's this little silver piece there. I think that's part of the stand. It's like a little adjuster adapter piece for the robot in the jet mode, so that's nothing crazy. I kind of wish maybe this came with a little bit more, but unfortunately, actually, there is some more, but it's kind of blocked. There is several different faces. Unfortunately, the little side pictures there cover it up. But I was hoping maybe he could come with a different blaster piece, one that's bigger for his jet mode. Like those two slender ones are for the gun, and then there could be a bigger one for his jet mode, kind of like with the Siege one. That one came with 6 blaster pieces. So you can have a small blast for the gun and a big combined one for the jet. But yeah, unfortunately, that's not the case. And we do have a mask, which is super cool. I'm really glad this one came with the battle mask because I love that feature with the Siege one. And of course, it's staying true with this one, which looks pretty cool. And you can put the wings down. I think this is a reference to the original G1 toy. It was a little bit different from the one we're used to in the G1 show and the Siege one. I think I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what it's supposed to be a reference to. So overall, it looks pretty cool. So you have to pre-order it by 8/5/2022. Um, so you have some time, about 2 months of time to order it. So yeah, I think I might get it. It actually looks pretty cool. I really like Jetfire. Yeah, I did just get the Siege one a few years ago, but I think I'll give this one a chance just to see how good it is. It's the biggest one yet, and that's actually pretty exciting, and I think it looks pretty cool. And of course, if I change my mind, if I see some reviews that don't say it's very good, I could probably just cancel it or send it back, but I think it looks like it's going to be pretty good. There is some things and details that they have not shown, like apparently there's areas around him that you can open up to like repair him. Apparently there's like a repair mode, but it doesn't really show that in the pictures because and I think that is a reference to a G1 episode where Skyfire gets hurt and Spike and Bumblebee like repair him. So I think there is some areas where you can like open up from his head and like chest to fix him up, but I could be wrong about that. That is an article I saw on it, so that's pretty cool. So let me know what you think of this masterpiece figure in the description down below. Will you be getting it? I know it's extremely expensive. That's why I'm kind of off and on about buying it because it's so expensive. But it would be the most expensive thing I've ever bought, but it actually looks pretty cool. And of course, there's all the stuff down here that I listed that it comes with, and of course, a little description of the figure. So, Skyfire or Jetfire, either way you want to call it. I'll probably most likely call it Jetfire. That's what I typically call this character. But overall, it looks pretty cool. If this is my first masterpiece figure, that'd be pretty interesting, and of course, I'll review it. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. My only complaint is I kind of wish maybe it came with some more pieces because that price is a lot. I think it's that price because again, it's the biggest. So it's going to be like 19 inches tall. It's going to be really, really big, and I'm imagining the jet is going to be really huge too. I mean, if you have the Siege Jetfire, his jet mode is huge. It is so long, it's so big and chunky, and it's a really good jet. So I think this one will probably be as big or maybe even bigger. So that's really exciting to see. So that's pretty much it for this little news video. Let me know if you're going to buy this or not, or what you think of it. I'm still up in the air. I think most, like 60% I might buy it, 40% no. I'm still up in the air, but of course you have like 2 months to decide, so you have plenty of time. But yeah, if I were to buy probably any masterpiece, I would buy this one or Dinobots, but Dinobot seems near impossible to buy right now for a good price. It's like $500. I'm not spending that much, so if I were to buy any, probably would be this one. So we'll see. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you next time.